Leader of the opposition, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Denzel Douglas, addressed key stakeholders in the tourism industry of the topic, an international airport as a development strategy, the St. Kitts experience. Douglas pointed out the pros and cons of developing such a large infrastructure project while drawing on its involvement in the building of the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport in St. Kitts. Douglas admitted that building such an airport in Dominica would be particularly challenging due to Dominica's rugged topography and advised that the cost would need to be examined closely.
Indeed, constructing airport facilities that can handle long-haul flights by international airlines will be extremely costly and would likely require, as was the experience in St. Vincent, the leveling of hills and the filling of valleys, in other words, a complete restructuring of nature's carefully constructed topography. In St. Kitts and Nevis's experience, back in 1972, we were still not an independent country. We were getting some grant and aid from Great Britain. That, of course, is more difficult to expect today.
And while costs may be prohibitive, Douglas listed a number of potential benefits of an international airport, including greater competitiveness in attracting international travelers and expansion of trade, especially in Dominica's organic produce.
Business persons being able to travel to major metropolitan centers easily, students being able to travel overseas, prospective business partners being able to readily access Dominica from point farther afield, vital inputs being able to get to Dominica in a timely manner, Dominica's exports being able to get to market without delay, greater revenue streams for your hoteliers and tour operators. These are just some members of the broad-based pool that would benefit from the introduction of international airlinks in your country.
Douglas also noted that the greater ease of access to diaspora could also bring in potentially large revenue streams. If the decision was taken to go ahead, Douglas advised that a public-private sector partnership would be most ideal in the situation. In conclusion, Douglas emphasized the need for national dialogue among Dominicans to decide whether an international airport was the right move, and if so, how it should be implemented.
What is needed, however, at the time of Dominica's choosing, it has to be a conversation. Indeed, many conversations at the national level as to the cost and the benefits, the advantages and the disadvantages to Dominica. Of course, an undertaking as massive as the construction of an international airport. There is no answer that fits all circumstances or all countries. No, there is not. Through in-depth analysis and extended, meaningful national dialogue, the people of Dominica, I am certain, having heard from a wide range of individuals like myself, will decide using their own unique judgment and the interests that are best known by them, the correct path at the correct time.
And that was Denzel Douglas, the opposition